Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Bo again. So today we are going to we're talking about a conversation that took place in the gas station, and the conversation itself is very illuminating. Like as soon as you realize where it's headed, I mean it's there, but there's also important information. If you're a teacher, there's definitely important information for you. So I walk in the gas station, and as soon as I open the door, the cashier, she knows me. I've talked about her before on the channel. And she just yells out, "Oh, hey, he'll know." I'm like, oh, great. I figure I'm going to have to give directions or something. So I walk over to her, and this woman who I have seen, I don't know, but I've seen her around, walks up. And she's like, "Do you know what an IFIC is?" I'm like, "I'm sorry, a what?" "An IFIC." She holds up her phone, and she's showing me an IFAC. Yeah, I know what an IFAC is. And she's like, "Is this a good one?" I look at it, and I'm like, "Yeah, I mean, that's a pretty good base. I mean, yeah, that's all right." And she's like, "A base?" I'm like, "Yeah, you end up customizing, you end up adding stuff, according to your preferences a lot of times. Does this have everything you would need to treat a gunshot wound?" Yeah. Like, sitting there thinking, weirdo. Yeah, it does. Because I don't see the obvious turn that this conversation is about to take. Will this stuff work on children? Like a punch to the gut. You're a teacher? Yeah. And I sit there and I think for a second. I'm like, yeah, all of this should work on kids. I'm not sure about the cat, about the tourniquet, this black thing right here. And I was like, those were designed for adults. I don't know that they wouldn't, but I don't know that they would. So I would research that a little bit more. And she's like, "Okay, thank you." And as she's starting to walk off, I realize something. And I call back. I'm like, "You're going to need more gauze and chest seals and tourniquets." The I in most acronyms stands for individual. You're going to need a lot more of this. And you tell her face just defeated. If you don't know, this stuff is not cheap. So I didn't know whether or not the tourniquets would work on kids. So I looked it up. Anecdotally, it looks like all cat tourniquets will. Okay? But when you're talking about this, anecdotally really isn't good enough for me. So I did find a report that was specific to cat Generation 7 tourniquets. They were used in pediatric cases, a bunch. I can't remember the exact number, but enough for me to be like, yeah, they'll work. And the report says that they didn't have any issues, that they absolutely functioned. If you don't know what a cat is, this is basically it's a band that goes around the arm, and it has this little plastic wind-up thing that tightens it to restrict flow. They are all the rage right now. If you don't have one, you probably should. But yeah, so if you are a teacher preparing a kit for the battlefield of your classroom, you want Generation 7 tourniquets to go along with your kit that is based off of what soldiers carry in war. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good day.